What it do, world? We back again with your boy DP, talking sports with DP, episode 21. And we got them NBA playoffs again, you feel me? We got some game 4s and some game 5s that's gonna be coming. And let's, you feel me, talk about that thing. You know, a lot of guys was hot from the 3-point range in these games. And the teams was hot also. And we got some guys coming out here putting up 40 piece left and right, you feel me? So first game up, we got them New York Knicks versus Philadelphia 76ers. The Knicks come out 97-92 to take the lead of the series 3-1, which they already had the lead, but to go up 3-1, that means a little bit more, you feel me? Look like somebody on the verge of going home. But the stat leaders, that boy, Jalen Brunson. I told y'all I ain't know too much about the boy when the season started, but he made a name for himself. He put a statement out there that Jalen Brunson is a hooper, a certified hooper, with a stamp on him. The man might be 6'2", but he play like he's 6'7", 6'8". Jalen Brunson, 47 points, 10 assists. He was giving the 76ers everything he had. He was finding all his shots. He was getting to the lane. He was getting to the 3-point line. He was giving the 76ers everything that they could handle, you feel me? Shout out to Jalen Brunson, out there balling, taking over the game. And OG Anunoby, 16 points, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks. They needed that out you, Anunoby. They needed you to go out there and ball and dominate like that in the paint the way you did. Because really ain't nobody else step up when it comes to the points on the point side when it comes to the Knicks. Jalen Brunson had to put everything on his back and take y'all to the promised land. So shout out to Jalen Brunson again. Shout out to the New York Knicks going up 3-1. I really hope y'all get to the next round, which it looked like it more than likely that's gonna happen, because it looked like the 76ers can't run with y'all. Like I've been saying the whole series, they can't play with your wings. Jalen Brunson is just too much. No, Tyrese Maxey, he can ball a little bit, but Jalen Brunson is just too much for him. We got the stat leaders for the 76ers. Joel Embiid. Listen, Joel Embiid, man, shout out to you, bro, but I told you and Tyrese Maxey, unless y'all get 30 or more, 40 or more, you're not gonna win this series. You had a good game, but it's not enough when it comes to the team you're on. Joel Embiid, 27 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. I told you that boy Joel was out there getting in his bag, out there, playing, balling. Anybody would love that stat line. But when you the superstar of the 76ers and you don't got nobody else around you other than Tyrese Maxey handling his business, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to have to go over 30 or 40. And speaking of Tyrese Maxey, that boy had 23 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. But before I move on, what I will want to say too about Embiid, he probably would have had better numbers if his shooting percentage was a little better. From the floor, he was 1 for 19, shooting 36%. And from the 3, he was 1 for 6, shooting 16%. So it seemed like that he really shot his team out of the game. Him and Tyrese Maxey, because Tyrese Maxey wasn't really on like that neither. Because he had 23 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, but he went 8 for 21 from the floor, shooting 38%, and 3 from 9 from the 3, shooting 33%. So yeah, the main two guys, they really couldn't buy a bucket from the 3 tonight, and they was off from the floor. They finished with some nice numbers, but if you really look at the details and the fine print, the numbers will really mislead you a little bit. If the percentages was a lot better, we might be talking about a different outcome in this game. But more reviews, like I just said, the poor shooting performance from the 2 star players of the 76ers, but as a team, they shot 35% as a team from the floor. So not as much better from the supporting cast neither. 76ers really shot themselves out of the game, man. They couldn't buy a bucket. They was 9 for 33 from the 3, 27% as a team. It was a lid on the basket for them too, I guess, man. Couldn't get it done. Could not get it done. And if y'all gonna have games like this, we got a place for you. Right on the couch at home, watching the rest of the playoff series with the Phoenix Suns. But honestly though, Josh Hart and Albanobi had a big game that was much needed when it comes to the rebounds. They played hard in that paint. Josh Hart had 17 rebounds and Albanobi had 14. Josh Hart been on the boards like he is a center or a power forward. The man is a guard, mind you, but he giving everything he got in that paint and giving his team everything that they need. If they need him to rebound, he doing it. They need to play defense, he doing it. They need him to score a three, he doing it. So shout out to Josh Hart, man. He's having a hell of a playoff series, even though it ain't always on the point side. But I see when you hustling too. And the Knicks protected that paint too. The Knicks protected the paint. 11 blocks and 52 rebounds as a team. That's nice, Knicks. Shout out to New York, man. Shout out to New York. The Knicks had 21 second chance baskets to the Sixers 8. Bro, they getting offensive rebound like that, putting it back up. You're not gonna win, man. Every time a team shoot the ball, they miss, and they get the rebound and get another possession out of it. You're not gonna be nobody to let them do that. And Jalen Brunson scored the most points by New York Knicks in postseason history. New York Knicks, y'all got y'all a dangerous man right there in Jalen Brunson. You got you a superstar. It's been a long time coming. Y'all been needing that for many, many years. New York, stand up, because you might be going to the next round of the playoffs. And then we got the Milwaukee Bucks losing 113 to the Indiana Pacers to 126. 126 to 113. Indiana Pacers got it done. Now, mind you, from the jump of the game, in my opinion, the Bucks never really had a chance. Dame out, Giannis out, and Chris Middleton, I don't feel like he's the type of player that's going to lead a team to the glory road. He's a supporting cast type player. You need your Batman, and Chris Middleton, he like your Robin. You feel me? But he ain't have a Batman out there. It was just him. The person he allowed to be Batman, he took a back seat to, was Brook Lopez with 27 points, 9 rebounds. Hey, salute to you, Brook Lopez. You was out there hitting threes, getting to your shots. You was playing a little big man ball. You weren't really dominating in the paint. 9 rebounds, that's okay, you feel me? You know, you kind of tall. I would like to see that to be 12, maybe 13 rebounds. But hey, every dog has his day. And like I said, Chris Middleton, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. The stat line looked good. And honestly, his shooting percentage wasn't that bad. But he's not that guy that's going to take over every night. The 40-point game that he had recently, good job, kudos to him. And I expect that from him here and there. But on a consistent basis, you're not going to get that from Chris Middleton. So that being said, y'all didn't really have a shot to win this game tonight. And Malik Beasley, shot to him. He had him a dub piece, 20 points on the night. But let's get to the winners. Miles Turner, 29 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, 7 from 9 from the 3-point line. 7 from 9 from the 3-point line, dog. Bruh, the man went off, man. The man was not playing around out there. And honestly, this whole series, Miles Turner been hooping. Shout to Miles Turner. I ain't know the guy could shoot threes like that. The man went 7 for 9 from the 3-point line, dog. This is outrageous. I ain't know. I knew some big man was hooping. I ain't know Miles Turner was hooping like that, bro. Big game. He was out there dunking on people and all. You feel me? Throwing it down. Making a statement. Shout out to you, Miles Turner. And then we got Tyrese Halliburton with 24 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 50% from the floor. And the story of the night, the Pacers was hot as fire. I'm talking about them boys making everything they wanted to make, man. They was hot as fire. The Pacers was hot from deep, shooting 22 three-pointers, 51% from the three-point line, 22 of 43. Dog. Well, you got players out there hooping like that, and I think goddamn Miles Turner down there went from 80% from the three-point line, bro, 7 for 9. That's crazy. These boys had a point to prove, and they say they got to go up 3-1. They got to prepare themselves to send Milwaukee Bucks home so they can go spend time with their families, you feel me, enjoy their wives and kids or girlfriends or whatever they got going on, you feel me. But what I will say, the Bucks played good for the most part without their superstars. They kept the game close all the way up until the fourth quarter. That's when, it kind of got away from them. The Indiana Pacers added to their lead, you feel me? Put the nail in the coffin. But yeah, like I said earlier, without Dame, Giannis, the Bucks don't have a chance. And being down 3-1, who really expect them to have a chance? I don't see them coming back at all from that. Shout out to the Indiana Pacers, shout out to Miles Turner, and shout out to Tyrese Halliburton, because them boys doing what it do. I'm really interested to see how the Pacers are going to play next round, and I really want to see if Miles Turner can keep this energy going, because dang, Miles Turner, I didn't know you had it in you like that. But I said, the playoffs the way you come to make a name for yourself. That's what Miles Turner doing. The next game, we got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Dallas Mavericks. Shout out to my Clippers, dog. I was saying the Pacers was hot, but the Clippers' ass was on fire. Them boys won 116 to 111. We got the stat leaders. Now, last game I was talking trash about this man, and I'm glad you ain't hiding and you is somewhere to be found. Cause last game you was nowhere to be found. You was looking like the Paul George that people were saying be curling in the playoffs, but tonight you looking like playoff Peasy, playoff P. That boy had 33 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 steals, 1 block. And that boy had 20 points in the first half. Playoff Peasy. Way to get it done, brother. That's what I'm talking about, Paul George. Way to step up for your team. We're going to need that out of you. Because it seems like Kawhi Leonard is fighting with a knee injury, you feel me? Like it's agitating him or whatnot. So he didn't play. So PG said, you know what? Sit down, big dog. Rest up. I got us tonight. I ain't going for no foolishness. And his boy, the Beard, James Harden, 33 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Shout out to the Clippers, man. This is how y'all got to do every night, man. Y'all got to go out there and make a statement from the jump. Going out there giving the Dallas Mavericks buckets. But we wonder who else got them some buckets and was trying to fight and not lose this game. Kyrie Irving with the 40-piece. 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Out there hitting big shots. Out there driving that thing to the lane. Out here getting in his bag, man. Kyrie Irving stepped up for the Dallas Mavericks. Because them boys was down real big. They was down by 31 at one point. But you know what? Kyrie and Luka stepped up to the paint to almost get the W. Because they even got the lead at some point after being down by 31. But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. But shout out to Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic with 29 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Beautiful stat line when you look at it this way. But if I tell you this, if this could have went a different way, then most definitely the Clippers would have lost. Because from the 3, Luka was 1 for 9, shooting 11%. That's why y'all lost right there. That stat line is why the Dallas Mavericks lost. Because the game was close. You only lost by 5. So if you would have hit 2 or 3 of these threes, you would have hit 3 of these threes, man, or 2 of these threes, y'all would have been straight. But you went 1 for 9, Luka. You got to do better than that. If it ain't going in after shot 4, Don't worry about it unless you need it. You feel me? Stop taking those shots and get something. I know you love to step back three, but if it ain't going down, you gotta do something else, buddy. Cause that's why y'all lost the game. But the Clippers, like I said, them boys were on fire. They were shooting 54% from the floor. Them boys also went 18 for 29 from the three, shooting 62%. And guess what? Them boys told the Mavericks, oh, y'all D'd us up last game, so you know what? We gonna return the favor. We finna play some D2, cause they got sticky. Them boys got sticky and had 10 steals. As a team, shout out to the Clippers. And what's crazy, Dallas out-rebounded the Clippers 42-29. And like I told you, they came back from a 31-point deficit, but couldn't get it done in the end. But like I told you, the stat line that really was the difference of the game was that 1-for-9 3-point shooting from Luka. That killed them. And to the last game we finna talk about here, we got ourselves a sweep. The first one of round one. Timberwolves up 4-0 to knock off the Phoenix Suns and send them boys home. Timberwolves won 122-116. Well, Timberwolves, y'all sent my boys home, man. You know I'm a KD fan, but I guess KD ain't gonna cut it. And stuff like this is what hurt KD GOAT conversation. I'm surprised he had the nerve to ask why he wasn't in the GOAT conversation. Bro, you're not leading teams to the promised land by yourself. The last time you did it was the OKC Thunder. Excuse me. Which I feel like they robbed you when you played against the East. But hey, it is what it is. You had multiple chances. And at this point, you have no more chances left, what it seems like, unless you go to a team that's fully loaded. Because, bro, you're getting up there in age, and you don't want to be the ball dominant person. You always want to give it to the next guy. Like Devin Booker, for example. But Devin Booker had 49 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Devin Booker didn't want to go home tonight. He tried everything he could. He was taking that thing to the lane. He was getting his buckets. He was getting his shots. But it wasn't enough. Because the Timberwolves was just too much for them. And KD, he wouldn't give us 40. He wouldn't give us 50. He was out there a lot of gagging, dog. And I say a lot. I don't care that Kevin Durant had 33 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. I don't care. Because we needed you to be the leader. And you trying to put it in Devin Booker hands. Bad news for the Phoenix Suns, man. This year probably the last year y'all would have had a chance to even make runs like that. Because I'm not sure KD will return. Hell, who knows who else will return for the Phoenix Suns. But let's talk about those winners. That boy, Baby Jordan, a.k.a. Anthony Edwards. Way to put a nail in the coffin and way to play like a big dog. Anthony Edwards with 40 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks. Way to play. And I like, man, you know what? Anthony Edwards was putting respect on his name. He was driving that thing to the hole, and anybody dared to get in the way was getting funked on. Cause it was that type of night. He said, I don't got time to play with no Phoenix Suns. I'm trying to get to the next round. Cause you know what? I need me a ring on his finger. Or whichever hand he want to put it on. Go get your championship, AD. I mean, not AD, but Ant-Man. Go get your championship, bro, and show me what you gonna do, you feel me, the rest of these playoffs. Cause you putting on a show right now, you putting in that work. 40 points to go ahead and get KD them out the way. Shout out to you, my brother, Anthony Edwards. And Karl Anthony Towns came and helped the man out and did his thing too with 28 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Karl Anthony Towns with the big game, you feel me, with the big play, stepping up. Him and AD, They doing the damn thing. And I'm also gonna shout out Jaden McDaniels for his big play on defense and his hustle points. You feel me? Everybody needs a player like Jaden McDaniels. He gonna D up. He gonna give you buckets when you need the buckets. He gonna play hard every single night. So shout out to Jaden McDaniels. But reviews I got, it was a back and forth game. I'm telling you, the Phoenix Suns did not want to go home tonight, but they should have been playing like this the whole series. So too little, too late. It was 23 lead changes in this game. 23. Phoenix gave Timberwolves everything they had. They led in points in the paint and they led in fast break points, 14-4. But this was an easy matchup for the Timberwolves for the simple fact the Suns stars wasn't balling and the Suns was just too small for the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves got way more length, way more size. I guess the Suns thought what was going on in the regular season was going to continue in the playoffs, but you forgot, buddy, it's the postseason. We got to play different around here and we got to play harder. But yeah, man, the first sweep for the Timberwolves in franchise history, man. Them boys went up 4-0, got the job done, man. So congratulations to y'all. The next round, y'all may be facing the Nuggets or the Lakers, which more than likely it's gonna be the Nuggets. That's gonna be an interesting series. I don't know how y'all gonna handle Jokic, other supporting cast with Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, and Aaron Gordon. I don't know how y'all gonna handle that, but y'all do got some weapons to handle it. Size will not be a factor in that game, because both of them teams are pretty much the same size for the most part. But I ain't gonna just put the Nuggets in there just yet, because they still playing the Lakers, and the Lakers, you never know. America could happen, and Denver could just fall off and lose their mind or something, and the Lakers just come out with the W. But with that being said, that's all I got for the games, man. You feel me? It's been an interesting playoffs, man. Y'all stay tuned in, and y'all stay tuned in to the UFL also. I ain't forgot about that. The game just played this weekend, so I'm gonna have that episode coming up to you soon too. And I'm gonna have to talk about my Hurricanes too. That's gonna come out for you because we had a few transfers that come in. But with that being said, you just now talk sports with your boy DP. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that, man. Show your boy some love. I'm out.